What if one of pop's greatest mysteries was hiding in plain sight? A rumored secret child of Janet Jackson has stirred whispers for decades, but is there any truth to the tale? Whispers started swirling about Janet and her brief marriage to James-DeBarge, claiming the two had a secret child in the 1980s. A baby Janet was allegedly forced to give away. Yet the story has never been confirmed and continues to fuel debate among fans and insiders alike. Could this be a carefully guarded family secret, or just a rumor that refused to die? Today, we're diving deep into the shocking claims and the heated family drama surrounding Janet Jackson's mysterious past. Stay tuned, because what we're about to uncover might change everything you thought you knew. The origins of the secret child rumor. Whispers of a secret child between Janet Jackson and her brief husband James-DeBarge first emerged in the 1980s, fueled by rumors that Janet was pressured to give up a baby during the peak of her soaring career. Over the years, these whispers grew into a persistent narrative, with some claiming family secrets were carefully hidden from the public eye. Janet's brief marriage to James-DeBarge, marked by turbulence and personal struggles, became the center of speculation that a child was born but never publicly acknowledged. Eyewitnesses and family members have shared stories suggesting that Janet was visibly pregnant at times, yet no official announcements or confirmations ever surfaced, intensifying the mystery. These claims have been echoed by members of the DeBarge family, lending weight to the idea that something was being concealed. Janet herself has consistently denied having a secret child, attributing weight gain during that period to birth control pills rather than pregnancy, but the contrasting testimonies and unconfirmed sightings continue to fuel debate. Meanwhile, James-DeBarge's public statements and letters have insisted on the existence of a child, keeping the mystery alive decades later. As the rumors intertwine with family loyalty, personal grief, and the pressures of fame, the origins of the secret child story underline how in the shadows of stardom, some truths might remain hidden or distorted, leaving fans and critics alike wondering what really happened behind the scenes. Janet's early relationships and controversial photos. Before marrying James, Janet was romantically linked to basketball icon Magic Johnson. Photos of the 16-year-old Janet and 24-year-old Magic locking lips resurfaced in 2020, sparking debates about what really happened behind the scenes during her youth, a turbulent period preceding her secretive marriage. These images showed Magic wrapping his arms around Janet, and in another, they were seen sharing a kiss. The age difference and public nature of these photos raised questions about Janet's upbringing and the challenges she faced growing up in the limelight. Many wondered what life was like for a teenage Janet, caught between family pressures and the demands of early fame. These snapshots added a layer of complexity to the narrative surrounding Janet's early relationships, revealing a side of her youth few had seen. The resurfacing of the photos reignited conversations about consent and exploitation, considering Janet was still a minor. Some fans expressed shock, unable to reconcile the image of the young starlet with the powerful entertainer she would become. This chapter of Janet's life sets the stage, highlighting the difficulties she faced before her brief marriage to James-DeBarge and the swirling rumors that followed. It was a time when Janet was still finding her path, surrounded by controversy and uncertainty. And what happened next would only deepen the mysteries around her personal life. Marriage to James-DeBarge and struggles. Janet and James eloped when she was just 18, seeking freedom from her controlling father, Joe Jackson, who was infamous for his strict and often harsh ways. But the marriage was far from a fairy tale, as Janet soon found herself caught in a difficult and painful situation. James struggled with substance misuse, which turned their relationship into a constant battle of caretaking and crisis management. Janet described numerous instances where she would have to pick him up or search for him when he disappeared, placing an enormous emotional burden on her shoulders at such a young age. She even recounted finding pills scattered on the floor, trying desperately to take them away and flush them down the toilet, only to watch the struggle to reclaim them unfold before her eyes. The glamour and excitement of marrying young quickly faded, replaced by the harsh realities of dealing with addiction and instability. The infamous wedding night itself highlighted the disconnect and troubles in their union, with James leaving Janet alone in a hotel room for hours, a moment that left a lasting impact on her perception of their life together. Despite seeing the good in him and wanting to support him, Janet quickly realized she was not equipped to be the help he needed. Their brief marriage unraveled as the challenges overwhelmed Janet, and though the marriage ended, the rumors about children and hidden secrets only intensified. This difficult chapter in Janet's life reveals just how complicated and heavy the cost of fame and personal struggles can be, especially when compounded by youthful decisions and toxic relationships. The pregnancy speculations and public sightings. Multiple eyewitnesses and family members recall Janet appearing visibly pregnant, even claiming she was hidden from the public eye at times. Reports surfaced of photos showing Janet with what looked like a baby bump, sparking intense rumors. During one memorable American Music Awards appearance, her brother Tito was seen holding his jacket strategically over Janet's stomach to block the view from cameras. Still, the silhouette of her belly was noticeable enough to stir speculation. An aunt working at the convalescent hospital where the Jackson family's grandmother resided shared that she actually saw Janet while visibly expecting. She was unsure if Janet lost the baby or was keeping it concealed, but she was convinced that Janet was pregnant. Adding fuel, several DeBarge family members also backed the pregnancy claims, insisting the child existed and was hidden from the public and even family. On the flip side, Janet herself has consistently refuted the rumors. She explained that during the filming of the TV show Fame in 1984, she started taking birth control pills that caused weight gain and fluid retention, due to elevated estrogen and progesterone levels. This, she said, was the real reason for her fuller figure, not a pregnancy. Despite this, the curious mixture of sightings, family assertions, and Janet's own denial keep the mystery alive, fueling ongoing debate about what really happened behind the scenes. James DeBarge and family speak out. James himself has maintained the existence of a child, writing explosive prison letters and publicly insisting the baby is real. His siblings and even his daughter Christina share the belief in a secret sister, adding layers to the story that family loyalty and unresolved feelings may be masking. Christina DeBarge openly confessed that she truly believes she has a secret sister out there, suggesting there's more to the story than mere speculation. She expressed a desire to meet this sister, which makes you wonder, why would she feel so confident unless she knew something? James' sister Bunny backed the rumor, revealing she saw Janet's pregnancy firsthand, recalling Janet being pulled out of the spotlight, and when she returned, the baby bump was gone, but no baby was ever seen. These testimonies from DeBarge family members are far from isolated. Daryl DeBarge, James' brother, stated in a radio interview that he believes the child exists. Even James' mother held the belief in a secret child, which led to participating in a DNA test with a woman named Tiffany White, who claimed to be Janet and James' secret daughter. Though the DNA disproved Tiffany's paternity to James, the determination remained, as James vowed not to give up on finding his child or uncovering the truth of what happened. This speaks to a deeply rooted conviction within the family, fueling the mystery that refuses to fade. The conflicting statements from Janet and her family members lend the story its complex and haunting dimensions. While Janet denies the child's existence outright, her family's unwavering claims keep the conversation alive. It's a tangled mix of hope, sorrow, and secrets that only those closest can grasp, leaving fans and observers caught in the middle of a story that feels far from over. DNA tests and contradictory evidence. A dramatic DNA test involving a woman claiming to be Janet's secret daughter initially raised hopes, but ultimately disproved paternity. This woman, named Tiffany White, came forward with a bold claim, stirring anticipation among fans and family alike. However, when the evidence was laid bare, the results showed that James DeBarge was not her father. Despite this major setback, James refused to give up on the search, holding on to his belief that the child does exist. This persistence only adds fuel to the fire, keeping the mystery alive and unresolved. Even though one key piece of evidence ruled against Tiffany, there remain many unanswered questions. James's continued search suggests that the story is far from over, and that the truth could be waiting in the shadows, just out of reach. The contradictory nature of the DNA tests reveals how tangled and complicated family secrets can become, especially in the glare of fame and speculation. It also highlights the deep emotional need for connection and closure, motivating all parties involved to keep digging, hoping to finally uncover the hidden chapter of Janet's life. While the tests disappointing some, they also open new avenues of inquiry, making it clear that this story refuses to fade quietly away. Possible cover-ups and family influence. Some insiders suggest the Jackson family might have orchestrated a cover-up to protect Janet's career, possibly even influencing decisions to keep the truth buried. The intertwining of fame, family power, and secrecy paints a complex backdrop to this enduring enigma. With Janet's image on the line during the peak of her rise, any hint of scandal could have been disastrous. Family members with significant influence, determined to shield her, could have pressured her into silence or decisions that kept the matter hidden from public eyes. This would mean a deliberate effort to erase traces, controlling who knew what, and carefully managing the narrative around her personal life. It's been whispered that Janet was pulled out of the spotlight during this period, and when she returned, the pregnancy bump was gone but no baby was ever presented. Could this have been part of a calculated strategy to protect a promising career? In the high-stakes world of celebrity, appearances are meticulously maintained. So, if the rumors held grains of truth, a powerful family machine might have succeeded in burying them deeply. Still, decades later, those closest to the story reveal cracks in the facade. Conflicted family members offering glimpses of truth, the persistence of rumors, and continued speculation all hint that the cover-up might not be complete. It raises the question, how much are we really being told, and what remains locked away, hidden behind fame's glittering veil? The unanswered questions and lasting impact. Whether Janet had a child, experienced a miscarriage, or was simply the target of false rumors remains deeply personal and uncertain. But the persistence of this story, through family testimonies, rumors, and unanswered questions, keeps it alive in pop culture lore. Many close to the situation have shared conflicting accounts, fueling more speculation than clarity. Some believe that Janet's powerful family might have intentionally kept secrets to protect her career, while others think these stories are exaggerated or misunderstood. The emotional toll on Janet and those around her is also a factor rarely discussed publicly. This mystery highlights the darker side of fame, where personal struggles often become public spectacle, and privacy is nearly impossible to maintain. At the heart of these lingering questions is a complex blend of love, loss, and the heavy price of growing up in the spotlight. No official confirmation has ever emerged, and Janet herself has been reluctant to delve deeply into the subject, understandably guarding her privacy. Yet, the fascination with this enigma persists, reminding us how celebrity myths can take on lives of their own. In the end, the story of Janet Jackson's alleged secret child remains an unresolved chapter in pop history, a poignant example of how some truths may never fully surface. The truth behind Janet Jackson's alleged secret child may never fully surface, but the mix of family drama, whispered secrets, and unresolved mysteries shows how fame often comes with hidden shadows. What do you believe? Is there a secret sibling waiting to be discovered, or is this just a tangled web of rumors? The persistence of these stories, fueled by family members, eyewitness accounts, and ongoing speculation, keeps this mystery alive and captivating. Whether it's a miscarriage, a cover-up, or pure fiction, the impact on Janet's life and legacy is undeniable. In the end, these rumors remind us how the pressures of stardom can create secrets too complex for the public eye to unravel. So, what's your take on this enigmatic chapter in Janet Jackson's life? Sound off in the comments below and share your thoughts on whether the secret sibling story holds any truth.